Okay, this is Amy Anderson, take 1 on the 3 questions by Dr. Wong that's due July the 1st. Question number 1, what is integration and what does it look like in the classroom? I think integration is when 2 or more subjects that are previously taught separately are now taught together in a way that enhances the engagement and the learning and the relevance of both. What does it look like? I'm kind of wondering if is it too far-fetched for a visitor to walk into a classroom and at first glance, second, or maybe even third glance not be really sure if they're in a math or a science classroom? Maybe there's number lines on the wall and beakers on the desks, and except for the fact that it says Amy Anderson Math, maybe they wouldn't really know. And I'm wondering if that is a possibility. I don't think so. I don't think that's too far-fetched. I think that is a possibility. I'm looking forward to it. The next question, should all lessons be integrated and why? Okay, so I'm having a hard time with this one because I kind of don't think so. I'm like going back in my brain and thinking about all the lessons I teach in 8th grade math. And sometimes you just need to teach a rule. It needs to be straight up. Here's the exponents. This is what you do. This is why it works. Get it and move on. And I'm not really sure how I could take every TEK I teach and turn it into a math/science lesson. I have a feeling y'all are going to teach me how to do that, but at this point I'm having kind of a hard time thinking about it. So my answer right now should probably be no. I don't think they all should at this point in time. The next question, what are some benefits and obstacles when integrating math and science? Okay, so I think the benefits are if you can take a concept and teach the kids in math the concept and then show them how it applies to the real world in science, then you've created a really rich, deep learning experience that will stick, that an experience that a child will remember forever, probably. The lessons that my students remember are the ones that are really engaging, that make sense, that apply to the real world, and that are fun to do. They remember those. Those are probably the benefits. Just a richer learning experience. I think it's going to benefit my kids that are above average or above. My strength definitely has been to capture the kids that struggle. I'm really good at picking up the ones that are on the ground and getting them at least up to passing the TAKs. I'm not so great at taking the ones that got it, I'm good. You basically don't even have to teach them. You just kind of have to show them and they get it. I'm having a hard time really extending the learning for them because I'm so busy picking up the pieces of the ones that still don't know place value in the 8th grade. So I'm really kind of hoping that this experience will help me create lessons that benefit all of my students and really teach me how to differentiate the instruction to benefit all my learners in my classroom. Obstacles. Well, right now I plan with 2 other really great math teachers. One was my mentor, and when I was a student teacher, and she's awesome. I'm not completely sure how readily they will accept a bunch of changing in the lessons. And I kind of feel like I just finished my 3rd year teaching, and all these 3 years I look at a lesson and I think, what's a cool way to teach this? Here's a TEK. What's a cool way to teach this? And I feel like I've got a pretty nice portfolio of cool ways to teach stuff that is fun and the kids really get it and it works. So now I got to think, what's a cool way to teach this and apply to science? What's a cool way to teach this and apply it to science? So now I sort of feel like I have more work to do. Well, that's okay, but that's kind of where I'm at. That's definitely an obstacle. It's going to take some time, and I'm sure I'll get there. I don't really have any other obstacles. My science teacher next door is really supportive and pumped, and although he's probably not going to be helpful in any way, he's supportive, and he's probably like, go Amy, you'll help my science scores. So anyway, that's the answers to your question, Dr. Wong, and looking forward to the next 2 years.